Hi, my name is John AKEEM MBULU, and I'm going to be sharing my testimony with you. Admonished by God, the Lord has been pushing me to testify what He has done for me, because at the same time, I do believe that there are people probably going through what I went through, and some going through worse than what I went through. I do believe that sharing my testimony will encourage most of people, will encourage you out there for what you're going through. I'm an IT professional for more than 20 years now, and last year, almost a year ago, I got sick. And I was half paralyzed. It started as a small incident with my eye, and then it moved from the eye, became an ear issue, one thing to the other. The next day, one day in the morning, I woke up and I couldn't move. My face was swollen, and I actually lost control of most of my body. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk properly, I couldn't see clearly, I couldn't hear clearly. So that was really a major incident in my life. I've never been sick like that. I've never been in hospital for some years now. The Lord has been keeping me. And when that happened, my life was turned. It really changed. It really turned my life, because I did not know what was happening. I started questioning God, saying, God, I've been serving you. I gave my life to you. I've been working for you for years, since the days I remember I was young then. I think around Form 4 or Form 3, I started serving God in Sunday school. I was a Sunday school teacher. Moved from there, working with the youth, teenagers. Moved on working with the main church. So the big part of my life has been consecrated to God. And sometimes when you are serving God for that long, you expect God to protect you. You expect God to be with you all the time. And when this happened, I started questioning God. I was asking God why this is happening to me. We went from one hospital to the other, and because we could not gather all the specialists in one area, we were sent to see a specialist, an ophthalmologist. We were asked to stay seeing a kinesiotherapist, because I had to be trained how to walk. I couldn't walk, actually. I couldn't walk. So I was going through kinesiotherapy. I was also seeing an ORL for my ear. I was also seeing some physiotherapists. So all these doctors were in different hospitals. So we had to move Monday to Friday. So we would move from one hospital to the other, from one specialist to the other, with everything that goes with it. You know, there are some sickness you you don't want people to see. But this one there was no way you could hide. I couldn't hide. The moment you get out of the car to go into the hospital, because I couldn't be hospitalized either. So it was going to the hospital, coming back home. Next day you walk up and go again to the other, and so on. So the moment you drop or you get out of the car, and with my wife holding me and some people that were helping me to walk to get to the doctor's office, all the eyes were looking at us. All the eyes were looking at us. And at a certain time I was actually shy. I was saying, my face was actually swollen. My face was swollen. I couldn't close my eyes. So one of the eye was constantly open. There are things, there are certain things that we are not thankful to God for. Very simple thing like blinking your eye, like shrinking, doing some facial expressions. We do take them for granted because we do not know how much is put into that simple movement, such as moving your lips or pronouncing a certain sound. We do take them for granted because until something happened, and then you understand how I couldn't smile. I couldn't really have a smile on my face because the muscles were not moving. So as we got out of the car to see the doctors, I could see all other patients around. I could see their eyes. I could see some people shocked or looking at us with that look that says, what's happening to this person? My face was actually disfigured, and we actually went through a hard time, and that went on for almost 6 to 7 months, because it started in October, and sometimes it went on for about 6 months. And as we continued praying, we had brothers from the church coming to pray with us at home. My wife and I would take time to pray at night, though I couldn't speak properly, but I could pray with my heart. I could speak to God from my heart. I started reminding God of all the things that He has asked me to do. I started reminding God the sacrifice, the work that we have done for Him. And God actually came and spoke to me why this was happening. He clearly told me why He had allowed it to come this way. And I thank God for that. I really thank God, because when something happened, it happened for a purpose. As believers, we know that nothing happens without God allowing it. So that word from God actually strengthened my faith, and I started seeing beyond the sickness. I started seeing beyond what I was going through. And one other thing is, during that period, most of you living in Africa would know that getting proper treatment is a luxury. So one of the things that we experienced was the goodness of God in covering all the medical expenses. The health insurance in Africa is not really up to the standard. So most of the time you have to pay upfront for you to be treated. And I want here to testify the goodness of God in that. was able to cater for us financially in covering the medical bills. I was telling God, I said, we do get most of the time assisting people. We help people, but when it comes to ourselves being supported in times of need, why is it that we don't get the support that we need, God? And I saw God raising people that I never expect. I saw people coming together where I never asked for any assistance, and I saw guys coming together, teaming up and putting up money literally to support the bills in one area, because like I told you, we were seeing so many specialists, and some specialists were asking quite a lot of money. And these guys came together, they teamed up, and they paid the bill of one of the treating doctors. And that's how awesome God is. God is able to raise people that will actually come up and support you. Whenever you are helping someone, don't ever expect that same person to be the one repaying you for what you have done. God is able to raise up people. God is able to raise up stone, literally, that will come up and bless you for what you're doing to others, for the good that you are showing to other people. Guys, as I share this testimony with you, I want to encourage someone out there. I don't know the situation you are going through. Today, as I'm talking to you, I can walk, I can see clearly, I don't have any issue with my ears. Whatever is remaining right now, I know God is still dealing with me, and I know I'm healed in the name of Jesus. I know I'm totally, completely healed. And so I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you, my brother. I want to encourage you, my sister. I want to encourage this family that is going through hard time. Whatever you are going through, it might be a sickness like what I went through. It might be some other challenges, financial challenges, issues with your marriage, issues with your families. I want to encourage you today that it is possible. God is possible. God is able to take you through that. God is able to heal you. God is able to restore you. Keep believing. The Bible tells me in the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1, it says that faith is the substance of things hoped for. That word substance is the equivalent of what we would call a title, a deed. You can never say, I own this property, if you do not have the title deed. You do not have the title. That title is what tells you that you're actually the owner. So when we say that I have faith, when you declare your faith, be convinced that God is actually doing what He should be doing to take you through, to bring you out of that situation. Brothers and sisters, my friends, I'm encouraging you today. I'm sharing my testimony with you today because I believe that God is able to bring you out of that situation. I'm believing you that God is able to heal you from that sickness. I'm believing that God is able to take you through what you are going through right now. So do not give up. Do not give up. I repeat, do not give up. Do not give up. Keep believing in God, and He will bring you out. He will deliver you. He will not let the enemy win over your case. So I thank God, and I want to thank people who supported me and who are still praying for me. I was overwhelmed by the number of reports I got of people praying for me all over the world. I had people giving offerings in churches for my healing. I had people took my picture and went into praying and fasting for me. I'm really touched by all that you guys have been doing out there for me, for God to heal me. And I don't know how to thank you, but my prayer is that God, the God that I serve, the God that has healed me, the God that helped me to recover, let that God be the one to repay you for every effort, for every sacrifice that you have made. I thank my guys, I thank my colleague at work. I thank the guy who offered to be my driver during that time. I had people driving me from one appointment to the other. Frank, Patrick, Suranka, Nay, Paul, all of you, I'm grateful for what you done for me. And I pray that God will reward you for what you did for me. I thank the church and I thank all the guys that who heard. I did not share this while I was going through this period. I did not share. Not many people knew, but the few of the people that knew this and who supported me, I'm grateful and I pray that God will bless you. So keep believing, keep trusting in God. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay.